Going into the holiday season is tough because it's time for reflection, right? At the end of the year, you're thinking, what happened this year? You're going to be seeing family, you're going to be meeting up with friends, you're going to be looking back and finding out, what happened this year? What's coming forward? Then you start moving towards the beginning of the year and you think, what do I want to do differently? Or will I have the opportunity to do something differently? The Cancer Association has been amazing with the support that they give other people going through cancer, because a lot of volunteers also have had cancer. So when you walk in, it's not uncomfortable. They kind of know what you're going through when you walk in the door. And I mean, you can just say things to them that you wouldn't typically say to other people because they understand. Oh, I love Christmas. There's nothing better than Christmas lights. I live on North Avenue and we do large Christmas displays there, so it's a wonderful season. When I was going through treatment in the summer, I was very worried about how I was going to be at Christmas time, because I do love to do the lights and experience all that, and I'd made it. I got there, but it's been a journey. To me, is nothing better than making someone's life a little bit easier.
The Cancer Association of Anderson has worked really hard this year, even though it's been a very difficult year. We had to start back in March revising our continuity of operation plans. Normally we have patients come in when they are first diagnosed. They'll come into the office, we'll talk to them, we'll give them the orientation on what we do, how we can help them. But with COVID in the air, we have a very vulnerable population, and we help people that are already immune deficient, that they have very susceptible immune systems. So we had to change everything up, and it was very difficult at the beginning because we're like, how are we going to handle this? If someone, when they're diagnosed, we had to change that over to where we're doing them on the phone. So we had to change that whole, and you miss out on that human factor of touch and being there and being able to hug somebody when they need it. It's also been difficult in getting supplies, because at the very beginning, between March to like almost into July, nutrition became a commodity that was priceless. I mean, we couldn't find it. We couldn't get it delivered. I mean, you have people that can't eat regular food because they're sick. We were taking care of nutrition and prescriptions and mileage and everything they needed. So our costs have gone up tremendously. So our caseload, as far as the year is concerned, is back pretty much to where it was last year. The money has been higher. We actually had to cancel almost every fundraiser up until October. So money-wise, we've struggled to keep things going and keep them. We've managed, though, by the grace of God and His goodness. And we got the PPP grant, so we were able to keep our staff working. So it's been a tough year for nonprofits, and I know of a few that have shut down. I know of a couple that have laid off all their staff. And it's just, we're praying for everybody to get to the other side of this, and so things can maybe go back to somewhat normal, hopefully next year sometime. Well, if you are involved in a civic organization or a church or a club, get them to take up a collection for us. That would be amazing. We can always use gas cards. $20 increments are phenomenal, but we'll take whatever we can get. Nutrition, pick up some Boost or some Equate from Walmart, or and bring it in, or call us, and you can drop it by and say, hey, it's here, and leave it on our porch, or we'll come out to your car and get it out. Things like that. Stamps. We are trying to do more mail outs during this time because a lot of our patients are alone and don't have anybody to talk to, so they're lonely. And having some kind of contact from the outside, whether it's a letter or a card saying, hey, we're thinking of you today, call us if you need to talk. This year, I would say that, if you can come in and you feel safe, we have some rooms that are not being used right now, and just call some of our patients and say, hey, I'm calling from the Cancer Association. We have one volunteer now that's coming in, and she's just saying, hey, I'm just calling to check on you and let you know that we're here if you need anything. That means a lot to people that maybe aren't having those conversations with anybody else and who are cut off and isolated right now. We always have things to do, so people can call us at 222-3500, and we'll put you to work if you'd like. This time of year probably is it's the thing that shores us up and gets us ready for next year, because the beginning of the year we usually don't see a lot of income coming in. So we ask for year-end gifts. So we're getting our Giving Tuesday, and year-end gift letters will be going out first thing next week, and we're hoping that that brings in enough money to maybe catch us up for where the losses were this year, and to get us through and shore us up for next year so we can keep assisting Anderson County.